Hi, I'm Larie, and welcome to your full body gentle yoga stretch and mobility flow. Today's flow will be either seated or in a kneeling position, or we're lying down, so there's no standing in today's flow. All you need today is a mat, and you may want some hydration around as well. I am not using blocks in my practice today, but if you typically use blocks in your practice, by all means have them available. Let's go ahead and begin. So meet me lying down on your mat, with your knees bent, feet flat on the mat. As we enter this position, let's do a nice little body check. So let's spread those toes nice and wide. Let's make sure we don't have an excessive arch in the low back, so just a small natural curve of the lumbar spine. And let's make sure our shoulders are melted into the mat. You can have them down, you can have them to the side, whatever feels good for you. This is your practice and your time. When you're ready, take a big deep inhale down into the low back. Feel your low back expand into the mat, and then on the exhale, let those knees cave in. So something that we kind of miss sometimes throughout our day and our life is taking our hips through an internal rotation. And sometimes we can get used to that external rotation, and that can lead to a lot of tightness in the piriformis, in your hip flexors, in the low back. So we're going to be paying some special attention to some internal hip rotations today. If you're not feeling much here, what I want you to do is walk the feet wider and then let the knees cave in. The knees don't have to touch. So right now there's a little bit of space in between my knees, and I'm just feeling the stretch. And that's what we're going to focus today on, feeling the stretch, the lengthening effect of the muscles. Everyone's going to feel the poses in different places. So honor that. We all have different imbalances, different tightnesses in the body. We all have some sort of muscular imbalance, most likely, that just makes things feel a little different for us. So the only thing that I want you to focus on today is feeling it, and I want it to feel good for you. So play around with the pose. If something doesn't feel good, if you twist a little bit more, does it make it feel a little bit better? If you do this, just a little smidge this way, if you tweak it just a little bit, is it going to feel better for you? Everyone is so unique and so different. I want you to make this practice, whatever I'm doing today, make it unique, make it your own, and make it feel good for you and your body today. On the next inhale, bring the feet flat back on the ground and gently just take the knees side to side one at a time. So take that right hip, internal rotation, bring it back, left hip, bring it in, and then bring it back. So your knee is just going towards the mat, nice and slow. 3 more times each side. Go 3. 2. 1 one each side. On the next inhale, heel toe your feet wide once or twice, and then on the exhale, let the knees cave in. So you're in a very wide stance right now with your feet, wider than hip distance, and just feel those hips start to come inward. I want there to be some space in between the knees, preferably, but if that feels too much for you, of course, you can always bring your feet in. Just breathe. Focus on sending your inhale down into your low back. Feel your low back expand into the mat. On the exhale, it just naturally comes back up. Take 2 more rounds of breath exactly like this. On the inhale, draw the knees back up towards the sky, heel to the feet back in about hip distance, and let the right knee come down. Lift the left foot and gently just guide that right knee a little bit closer. Play around with it. You can pulse, you can hold. Extend the right arm to the side, and then gently look over to the right. One more big deep inhale. On the exhale, return the right hand, bring the right knee back up, and left foot back on the ground. Other side, let the left leg just kind of cave inward. Right foot comes off, and then gently guide that left knee down. Now you may feel this more in your hip, you may feel this more in the adductor or inner thigh, you may even feel this a little bit in your low back, a nice little stretch along that QL. Notice where you feel it. When you're ready, extend the left arm out to the side, and then look over to the left. Just breathe. On the next inhale, return the left arm back to center. Left knee comes up, return the right foot. On the next inhale, bring the right knee in towards the chest. Feel the stretch. And return. Big, deep inhale. Exhale, left knee in towards the chest. Inhale to return. Exhale, right knee in. This time, extend the left leg. Inhale to switch. Exhale, pull. Inhale, switch. Exhale, pull. Really drive it towards the armpit. Inhale to switch. Exhale, hold. Inhale to switch. This time, hold for a count of 3, 2, and 1. Take the left hand to the outside of the right leg and gently guide that right knee down towards the mat. Look over with the left, just a nice gentle spinal twist for now. Always ease into it, never go past your limit. Then when you're ready, start to look over at the right hand, deepening the twist. To take it one step farther, inhale, release the right shoulder. Exhale, gently guide the right knee down with this left hand. So inhale, release the shoulder. Exhale, guide the right knee down. Twice more. Last round. When you're ready, draw the right knee back in, flat on the back, and let's start to switch. Inhale to switch. Exhale, pull and hold. Inhale, switch. Exhale, pull and hold. For 3, 2, last one, and hold. For 3, 2, 1. Take the right hand to the outside of the left leg and gently guide that left knee down. Look over with it. Make this spinal twist very gentle starting out. Then when you're ready, start to take the gaze over to the left hand, drawing the left shoulder blade down towards the mat. And then to intensify it one step farther, you can start to just gently press the left knee down as well. On the inhale, guide the shoulder down. On the exhale, knee comes down. Twice more. And last time. When you're ready, draw the left knee back in, flat on the back. Right knee comes in, hug the knees in, and make gentle circles with the knees. Going clockwise for 3, 2, 1. Now let's reverse it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just giving your low back a nice little massage. Release the left foot, bring the right ankle over the left quad, and draw the left knee in, coming to a figure 4 stretch. Dorsiflex at the ankles, so flex at the ankles. On the inhale, gently press against the right inner thigh. On the exhale, draw it in. Once you find a position where you feel a pretty good stretch along the outside of the right hip into that right glute, just hold. No need to push and pull, but by all means, if you want to, you can push and then pull, syncing the inhales and the exhales. But once you find that goodness, that feeling that just feels good to you, just hold it. Just the pose, not the breath. Always let the breath flow in and out. Last deep inhale. On the exhale, release the left foot. Don't lose this position, and then slowly start to take it over. So little spinal twist. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release it down. Inhale to center. Exhale, release it down 3 more times. Really kind of getting some mobility, getting some blood flow into the low back. Twice more. And last time, let's hold here. Now, if you're not feeling much, you can draw the left knee up and then just work on pushing the right knee towards the front. Keep sending your inhales down, down, down into your pelvic floor, down into the low back. If you find that the breath stays shallow, this is a great time to focus on deepening and just lengthening the amount of time on your inhales, and then the exhales will just follow suit. One more big deep inhale. On the exhale, bring it back to center, and let's do the other side. Figure 4 on the other side, so cross a left over right, draw right knee in, grab the space that you just created, and just work on pushing against that left inner thigh to open up the hip, and then pulling the right knee in. Dorsiflexing at the ankles may increase the intensity of the stretch. Play around with it. Once you find a spot that feels good for you, hold. Just the pose, not the breath. Be sure to not tense up at the shoulders. So if you find that the traps are coming up towards the ears, just pay attention to it, give it a nice little shake, and then let it melt. Last big deep inhale. On the exhale, release the right foot down and just guide the left foot over. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and on this one we hold. You can take your gaze over to the left. That may intensify it. You can also work on drawing it up and then pushing it back. So if we're not feeling much, we may just be collapsing inward. So work on drawing it out, keeping it active. One more big deep inhale. On the exhale, come out of it, draw both knees in towards the chest, feet towards the sky, and just work on drawing the knees in towards the armpits, swivel side to side for happy baby. On the inhale, press against the feet. On the exhale, pull the knees in towards the armpits, twice more. Inhale, push. Exhale, pull. Inhale, push. Exhale, pull. And hold this pose, not the breath, for 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Extend the arms long, extend the legs long. Take a big deep inhale down and around. On the exhale, roll over onto the right, and then just meet me on your belly until we're in a nice cobra pose. Make sure we're not collapsing down, so make it active by pressing against your mat. Head is reaching long, heart is reaching forward. Big deep inhale here. On the exhale, draw your shoulder blades back a little bit more. Hold the upper body still. We're going to feel a stretch mainly in our lumbar and possibly sacrum spine. Now we're going to add a little bit of hip flexors and quads to the mix. So keep the breath steady as we just start to kick the leg. And as we kick the leg, try to keep the pelvis completely still. So if you find that there's a lot of movement going on here, I want you to just barely take it off. Getting some blood flow to the legs for what's to come. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring both legs up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the legs, bring the hands down, big deep inhale. On the exhale, take it to a mini upward facing dog. So we're not going there fully yet. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, reset. Exhale, push it up. Inhale down. Exhale, push it up. You can start to take it a little bit deeper. Maybe the arms aren't fully straight yet. Inhale down. Exhale, push. Inhale down. Exhale, push. This time, try to straighten the arms. As we're in this pose, again, make sure we're not sinking into the shoulders. So if you find the upper traps up towards the ears, push it away. So push it away. And then if you feel like you could go a little bit farther, what I want you to do is press against the top of the feet. That's what they're called. The feet, to find some space underneath the quads. This is really great for gaining mobility in the lower part of your back. Big deep inhale. If your quads are floating off of the mat, slowly set them back down and start to swivel side to side, taking one hip down at a time. Let's do this 4 more times each side. Last 3. 2. And last one each side. Bring it center, bring it down, big deep inhale. On the exhale, biggest expansion yet. Hold this pose for 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it all the way back down. Extend the right arm to the side, directly off to the side. Left arm supports. Head goes down to the mat. Big deep inhale. Then on the exhale, slowly start to open up. Now you're going to feel a stretch along the chest and into the front of the delt. Take this slow, all right? So bring the left foot just behind the right and start to make little pulses back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to center. Let's do the other side. Left arm goes out to the side. Bring it back. Find a spot that feels good. Remember, this is your practice. We want it to feel good. If you can't bring your foot behind here, you can leave it down. You could bring it in front. Find what works for you. Now we're just going to work on opening up, pulse it back. So you can work on pulsing this leg back. It'll help for 10, 9, upper body's coming with it, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to center. Now we're going to intensify our stretch by bending at the arm. So your arm is going to be bent in a 90-degree position. Again, let's take it slow. This is more intense. So slowly start to go over onto that side. You can bring it to a kickstand. You can leave the foot here, whatever feels good for you. This is a great way to open up through the upper body, especially with our forward-facing society of constantly kind of hunched forward on our phones, on our screens, doing things. We're constantly put in that rounded position. So this is an excellent way to open up, to create length along the space that's constantly shortened. So find that position that feels like a really good stretch. It should feel good. And just breathe through it. We have 3 more rounds of breath here. And last full round. Slowly bring it back onto the belly. Let's do the other side. So bend at the left elbow. When you're ready, slowly start to find your edge. It may be here. Everyone's going to look different. You may be way more flexible than me. Go for it. Find what works for you. Once you find that good stretch along the front of the shoulder, into the chest, it should feel good. If it doesn't, come out of it and make this your own. Once you find your edge, hold it. It'll start to lessen up, but breathe through it. You can control your breath by sending it down, sending it around, lengthening the amount of time on the inhale. The exhale will follow. Stay here for 3 more rounds breath. And last round. Come back onto the belly, both arms straight to the side, and we're going to just kick it over right and left. If you can, keep your head on the mat the entire time. As you can see, I'm lifting mine up due to my microphone, but just kick it over. This is not only a great way, and you take it slower, by all means, take it slower if I'm going too quick for you. We're just going side to side, opening up the chest, opening up the shoulder, and finding that mobility in the back and in the hips. This is great. These kickovers with these shoulder openers feels amazing. 3 more times each side. Last round each side. And hold center. Frame the chest and slowly start to bring it up. Knees go wide, toes go together. Bring the left hand off to the left side of your mat. Right hand goes on top. And let's take it to a one-sided child's pose where we're really kind of leaning towards the left to get that left lat. And then bring the hips towards the heels. Let the head rest. On your next inhale, slowly come out of it. Hands walk over to the right. Right hand goes to the right side of your mat. Left hand goes on top. Shift your weight over to the right and then bring the hips back. Let the head rest on the mat. Your hips may be touching your heels. They may be a little bit elevated. Again, that's just due to our anatomy, how our muscles are feeling, our own personal flexibility, the tightness that we have maybe in certain areas due to our lifestyle, due to activities that we do. So honor how you feel. We're feeling this in many different spots. Some may be feeling this more in their hips. Some may be feeling it more in the upper body. Some may be feeling it more along the side body. Where are you feeling this? On the next inhale, draw the hands back to center and then take the hands to the mat to meet me in a tabletop position. Keep your hips stacked over the knees. Now we're coming into puppy pose, same concept. Take the left hand over to the left side of the mat. Spin the heart towards the right, and then slowly start to take this puppy pose to a unilateral movement. And just pulse it down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Now, a lot of us will be feeling this along the left lat, which can get quite tight. So think right underneath the armpit. Breathe through it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come out of it. Let's do the other side. Right hand goes off and over. Spin the heart towards the left and just kind of pulse it down. Gentle pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Those pulses are a way to explore what feels good. Move around in those pulses. And then when you explore, it's like, okay, I like it this way. And then do it the way that you like during the hold. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Meet me in a tabletop position. Now we have cat-cow, but in segments. So right now we're just focusing on the sacrum. So think tailbone area. On the inhale, tailbone curls up. Exhale, bring it down. Twice more. Inhale, sacrum up. Tailbone curls up. Exhale, sacrum down. Inhale, sacrum up. Exhale, down. Now we move on to the lumbar. So this area right here, lower part of your back. Inhale, belly down. So think belly button down. Exhale, belly button up. Inhale, belly button down. Exhale, belly button up. Last time. Inhale, belly button down. Exhale, belly button up. Onto the thoracic. So think in between the shoulder blades. So inhale, release the shoulder blades towards one another. Exhale, push the shoulder blades apart. Inhale, draw the shoulder blades towards one another. Exhale, push the shoulder blades apart. Last time. Inhale, shoulder blades together. Exhale, shoulder blades apart onto the cervical. So think neck area. Inhale, look up with the neck. Look up, look up. On the exhale, tuck your chin and then pull it up. You should be talking like this if I were to ask you to talk. A chin tuck. Inhale, look up. Exhale, tuck the chin and then pull it up. It's funny. Don't take it seriously. Inhale up. Exhale, tuck your chin, pull it up. All right, shake it out if needed. On to cat-cow spinal wave. So start with the sacrum. Inhale, sacrum, lumbar, thoracic, cervical. On the exhale, cervical, thoracic, lumbar, sacrum. Let's do that again. Inhale, sacrum, lumbar, thoracic, cervical. Exhale, cervical, thoracic, lumbar, sacrum. One more time. Inhale, tailbone, belly button, shoulder blades together. Look up. Exhale, tuck chin, pull high pony. Push those shoulder blades apart. Belly button up, sacrum down. Nice work. All right, 3 rounds, just however you want. Normal cat-cows. This is great just to get that spine moving. And last time. Bring it to a neutral tabletop position, and let's start to make big circles with the hips. So think about drawing the tailbone down and around. So just draw circles. Go one way, we'll switch sides. Big circles with the hips. Twice more. Like you're stirring a pot with your tailbone. All right, let's take it to the other side. So just reverse those circles. One side may feel a little bit weird. We got to equal it out. 3 more times. Last 3, 2, and last 1. Let's do 3 more cat-cows. Inhale down, belly up. Gaze goes up. Exhale, push it away. Let's try to get the most movement yet. And last time. Walk the hands back towards the knees and then slowly bring it up to a kneeling position. Right foot will come in front. Right hand goes on top of the left. Extend the arms. Big, deep inhale. On the exhale, reach it open. Inhale back to center. Exhale, open up. 3 more times. Last time. Hold here. You're welcome to stay right here. If you want to take it one step farther, reach the left arm back. So now we're going to add a little bit different feeling to it, adding some rotation with a slight back bend. By all means, you can stay up here. You can go deeper, explore. Really twist as well. Explore the twist towards that bent right knee. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back up to center, neutral low back. Just walk the right foot forward ever so slightly and come forward. Now we're going to really target your left hip flexor into that quad. Neutral low back, left arm reaches up and over. That's going to intensify it. Draw right hip back, left hip forward. And now we're going to pulse for 5, forward. Don't dip into the low back. 4. Reach up and over for 3, 2, and 1 and hold. Reach, reach, reach. You're welcome to stay right here. If you want to take it one step farther, you can slowly start to add the twist. So just anchor the left hand against the right quad, twist it back. You can even extend the right arm. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come out of it. Hands go to the inside of the right foot. Release left knee off the ground. So curl the toe under, lift it off. Head reaches long, so pull your high pony forward. Draw right hip back, left hip forward, and start to take the left heel back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. This is a pretty intense stretch along that left hip flexor, so if needed, release the left knee down. If you can, take the left hand towards the mat. You can even bring it to the fingertips and just spin it open. Keep breathing. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand goes to the inside of the right foot. Release left knee, left top of foot. Gently let that right hip open up as we come into lizard pose. Start to rock it. Rock that knee. Just gently guide that right knee down. Little pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. These pulses are very small. Micro pulses for 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Spin right hip back, left hip forward. Maybe we're looking back at the left toes. You're welcome to stay right here. If you want to take it one step farther, slowly start to bend that left knee like we were doing earlier. Hold here. Reach the right arm back. Maybe we're grabbing a hold of it. If you have a hold of that foot, this is your time to explore. Pull it in. That's going to add a little bit more strength, more length along the quad. Vice versa. If you want a little bit more opening along your back, press the foot in. Open the chest, play around with it. This is your time. Whatever version you're choosing, choose it now. Breathe through it. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, One and release. Right hand goes back to the center. Spin towards me as we come into Skandasana, really lengthening those inner thighs. One side. When you're ready, take it to the other. Open up. Stay here to start. Now go back to that side. This time, add some opening with the upper body. Other side. One more each side. And last time. Release the hand, spin it until you're in that kneeling position, and now we repeat on the other side. Bring the arms forward, left hand goes on top of the right, and then open up. We have this 5 times. That was 1, 4 more. 4. One side may be tighter than the other. That just means we need to show this side a little bit more love. This is my tight side. Twice more. Last time, hold here. You're welcome to stay right here. Maybe you're just looking forward. Maybe you're looking back. If you did it on the other side, try to do it this side where we add that little slight bend. Reaching that right arm up and over. Adding the little twist. Maybe you have a hold of the heel. Maybe it's hovering. Focus your gaze to help with the balance. Core stays tight. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Neutral low back. Bring that left foot forward as we find our lunge. Deep stretch along the hip flexor into the quad. Now we're going to advance by adding that right arm up and over. And now little pulses. 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold here. You're welcome to stay right here. If you want, you can add a little twist. Matching what you did on the other side. Maybe the arm is back, maybe not. Hold the pose, not the breath. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Hands go to the inside of the left foot. Curl the right toe under, lift right knee off, deepening the stretch along our hip flexor and into the right quad. Draw the left hip back, right hip forward. Ponytail, reach it long. Nice neutral spine. Now draw that right heel back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. You're welcome to stay right here. If we did it on the other side, let's slowly start to add that twist. Breathe through it. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Release right knee, right top of foot, and slowly start to guide that left hip open. Little pulses, very micro pulses, just opening the hip up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Spin left hip back, right hip forward. You're welcome to stay right here. This is your time. But if you did it on the other side, let's try to match it this time. We won't know unless we try. Here we go. Inhale up and over. Maybe we're right here. Start to bend the knee. Maybe we're just reaching, and that's okay. Maybe you have a hold of it. Now, this is your time to play around with it. If you have a hold of that foot, pull it in. Notice how it feels, a little bit more length along the quad into the hip flexor. If that's just not your thing, that's not your thing. That's okay. Push it away. Push the foot into the hand. That's going to open up the back a little bit more. Which one do you like better? Pick it now as we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Nice work. Let's come back to our Skandasana, facing one another again, and just start to take it side to side. Add the arms to open up. Your heel can be down. It can also be elevated. You don't have to have it down. But try out both. Takes a little bit more balance. You got to kind of settle into it once you're on your heels. Tread on the heels. If mobility allows, sometimes it won't. That's okay. But try both ways out. One more time each side. Last time. Release the left hand, bring it to center. So we're in this wide squat, and then you may want to bring the heels in just a little bit. Now you may be right here today, and that is totally fine. But if you can, start to just heel toe it in, play around with it until we're in that nice deep squat, known as malasana. So spread out those toes and just feel some length come to play along the sacrum, along the lumbar. Don't hunch forward, so let's press against the inner thighs. That's going to add some intensity behind it as well. And now let's play around with it. So reach it up and over. That's going to feel good along the SI joint, along the sides of the back, along the QL. Now take it to the other side. And if that feels good, let's repeat. You can always hold center. You can always reduce the range of motion. You don't have to sit down like this. Come higher. Don't ever think that you can't do something. We just have to make something. Our bodies aren't made to fit every pose. We're going to adjust these poses to fit us, all right? That's the thought. Let's make these poses our own. That's what we should be doing. We shouldn't look at something and say, oh, I can't do it. Well, how can I do it? How can I make this feel good for me? One more time each side. Feels good. All right, hold center. Press against those inner thighs. Heart reaches forward. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly start to bring the hands forward. Bring the weight forward of the body, and then release right knee, left knee, and let's shake it out before we go into another deep stretch. So start to wiggle side to side. We're coming into frog pose. We're stretching the inner thighs. Breathe into it. Once you find your edge, mine's not very far. Start to take it back. So draw the your hips back towards the heels. Once you find a spot where it feels like you have a pretty deep stretch, just hold. Send that air down into the low back. Think about sending air down. The diaphragm travels down. It fills air in a 360 direction. If we can do that, then that air is just coming right back up. Breathing plays a crucial role into letting things release, but also it plays a big role in how we feel throughout the day. So if you ever find yourself feeling a little stressed, a little nervous, a little anxious, a little just, for lack of better words, because I'm talking about myself here, a little uppity sometimes. I get a little uppity. My breath gets a little shallow. I'm breathing up. Into my chest. It gets shallow. My shoulders are growing like this. But if I can just focus on that breath, send it down, send it around. Oh, it's like an internal massage. One more big deep inhale, down and around. On the exhale, we're coming out of it. So draw the right knee in, right knee, left knee, left knee, right, until we can swing the legs out in front of us into a wide, nice stance. Keep the hips planted down as we take it side to side. As we take it side to side, you'll probably feel it along that QL into the back, but you may feel it a little bit more in the hamstrings as well. If the hip starts to come off, Just reduce your range of motion side to side. The next time you come to this side, let's hold for 5, spin the heart open, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now take it to the other side and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale up to center as you exhale, forward fold. Nice neutral spine, feeling a deep stretch into the inner thighs, into the hamstrings. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let the spine round, and you may find yourself coming a little farther, and you may start to feel this a little bit more into the back. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and gently roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Right leg stays straight, or whatever side you want to mirror me from. Inhale, arm reaches up. On the exhale, anchor and twist. Keep a nice long neutral spine. On the inhale, grow taller. On the exhale, twist more. Inhale, grow taller. Exhale, twist more. Inhale, grow taller. Exhale, twist more. Hold here, not the breath, just the pose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Undo that twist. Let's do the other side. Left leg goes long, or whatever side you want to mirror me from. Inhale up. On the exhale, anchor and twist. Inhale, grow. Exhale, twist. Inhale, grow. Exhale, twist. Last time. Inhale, grow. Exhale, twist and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Grab a hold of the backs of the legs and give yourself a few spinal rolls, just massaging the spine for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last time, and stay on your back. Nice work. Knees go in towards the chest. Let's bring it back to that happy baby. On the inhale, push against the hands. On the exhale, pull. You may find that you're able to go a little bit deeper now. Last time, inhale, push. Exhale, pull. Release the feet to the ground. Now take your widest stance yet, wider than mat distance. Big deep inhale. On the exhale, let the knees start to cave inward. Make some movements, small movements. Notice how it feels now. Does it feel, we're back in the pose that we started from, just a little bit wider, maybe a little bit more intense. How does it feel? How do you feel? This is our practice, and during our practice, during our life, we should make it our own. We should stay in that present moment, feeling what we want to feel, exploring what we want to explore, feeling it how we want to feel, because this is our body and our practice, and we deserve it. Be sure to be taking that inhale down into your low back, expanding in all directions. The inhale travels back up. You may find that your knees are coming a little bit closer together as we're just a little bit more relaxed now than what we were in the beginning. This is going to be where we're taking our Savasana, but a little unconventional. But by all means, if you prefer lengthening the legs and just being, go ahead and take it there. I want you to continue to focus on sending your inhale down and feeling the back expand into the mat. And then on that exhale, maybe feeling the knees Come a little bit closer. We have 5 more expansive rounds of breath. So make them your longest, expansive, most exaggerated breaths yet. Let's slow the body down, slow the mind down, and just give ourselves that internal massage. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Last round of breath. If you found your eyes just closed naturally, start to flutter the eyelids open. Bring the feet back towards the mat. Oh, feels good. And then take it right and then left, making some movement in the hips. And then no movement, just walk the heels in and out. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself some circles for 3, 2, 1, counterclockwise for 3, 2, and 1. Feet go back onto the mat, roll over onto your most comfortable side, and meet me in a seated position. That's it. We're done. I hope you feel amazing, because that's what this is intended to do, to feel amazing. So I always encourage you to make not only this practice, these stretches, these poses your own, but also in your workouts, also in every exercise. Make it your own. Everyone's different, everyone's unique, and get what you need out of it today, whatever that means. All right, to you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Your love and support means the world to me. Like, comment, subscribe. Got to plug that in there. So be sure to tag me in your posted stories on IG at Larie Midkiff. Love to see it. And most importantly, have an amazing rest of the day. You rock. Namaste.